This is it, folks. We're back for another week of Xtreme Motion. I'm your host, Rance Adams, directing you on a wild ride of extreme activity. We're hanging out today at Freestyle Skate Park in Kennedale, Texas. We're gonna try to catch up with a couple of guys from Team Fast Forward, or a hot local skateboarding team. We're gonna get up the street, try to talk to a local motocross champion who's steadily climbing his way up the national polls. And it's me against the wall. Who's it gonna be? We're gonna go out to Dino Rock in Arlington and see if I can handle the challenge for the very first time. So just hang out for a few minutes as we pay some bills. We'll be back with more Xtreme Motion. We're back with Xtreme Motion, people. We're hanging out at Freestyle Skate Park in Kennedale, where we caught up with one of the guys from the Fast Forward skate team. Fast Forward is a locally based skateboarding and clothing company that is up and coming, have stores all over the nation. So I copped a board and some gear. I'm gonna see if they'll give me a quick lesson. We're back with Xtreme Motion. We're hanging out with Damian Rao out here at Freestyle Skate Park in Kennedale, Texas. How you doing, Damian?
Doing good.
So, Kennedale, Freestyle. I did some reading. You work here or you used to work here?
I used to work here. I helped build a bunch of the place.
Oh, really? This place is huge. I never would have thought this would be back here, but this is pretty nice. You get a lot of people out here on a regular basis?
Yeah, a lot. A lot of skaters, a lot of pros.
They like to come out to Kennedale?
Yeah, it's not that far.
So, like, how long have you been skating?
Coming up on about 10 years.
How long, or how did you get started?
Just big kids in my neighborhood. They had skateboards.
Just want to tag along with the big kids?
Mm-hmm.
Did they let you run with them, or did you like have to really hustle to keep up?
Some days they were cool. Some days, you know, they kind of picked on me a little.
Really? So what kind of stuff do you like to skate?
I'll skate everything. I'll skate street, skate park, transitions, ramp, wedges.
Transitions, what are those?
That's like a curved ramp. It's not a flat surface, like a half pipe or something.
How long, like when you first started, how long before you like got into the skate park? Were you mostly on the street?
I think everyone starts on the street, kind of in their neighborhood and stuff, and then when you get a little better, you want to branch out and go to the skate park.
You hang out with the Fast Forward skate team.
Mm-hmm.
So how is that? Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's a really good opportunity. I mean, they're the shop we have locally, and they sponsor guys and really give them a chance to do demos and get their names out and stuff.
So how long have you been with them?
I've been on the Fast Forward team for about 3 years.
Like I caught wind of a discussion about old school and new school skating. Mm-hmm. What is that?
Old school is a different style of board, and basically it's a different style of tricks too. It's a lot more basic. The new school is a lot more technical.
Like a different style of board. I don't.
The old boards, this is a new board. It's got equal length, nose and tail. And the old boards had a shorter nose. They were wider through here. They kind of came out on the tail and stuff. This is more reminiscent of like what they call the freestyle board.
I'm sure you're sponsored by like multiple companies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do they provide you with, and like, who are these companies?
Like, let's see. I get backpacks from Apollo. I get my decks from Inferno. DC sends me shoes. NC sends me clothing. I get trucks from Destructo. Wheels from Bones. Peckerhead's Hardware. They all take care of me, send me the product I need so I can keep skating.
Now, aren't you like doing some office marketing or whatever for Fast Forward?
Yeah, I'm the marketing manager up there.
Now, how does that, I mean, that's got to be like the dream job. You're skating and now all of a sudden you're like working in the industry, and well, that wasn't always the case.
Yeah, it's cool because the industry's grown, it creates jobs like that, and basically my job is to promote the team, which is my friends, and promote skateboarding, which is, you know, something I love.
When you first started, were you really stiff or kind of scared, or did you just jump on and wake?
Oh, I mean, I think everyone's timid at first. You know, you get a few crazy kids, but I was timid.
Like, what's the biggest air you've ever pulled? Have you ever entered one of those contests?
A high air contest?
Yeah.
I won a high ollie contest before.
Oh, really?
But that's just off flat ground.
How does that work?
Basically, it's kind of like a limbo bar, but it's reverse. You got to jump over it instead of going under it.
That could be some monster collisions, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think I can ollie at all, man. But that'd be a cool lesson. If we got some time, you think you could show me how?
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. Well, man, it's been good talking, and we'll have to see about that lesson.
All right.
We've been talking with Damian Rao, hanging out at Freestyle Skate Park. Thanks, Damian.
No problem.
Fast Forward Skate Team, y'all be on the lookout for him. Don't hate, I'm still trying to find my groove on the board. Give me a minute, and I'll be all about the sick tricks. Up next, we're gonna hop up the road to hang out at Two Dudes Racing, where we're gonna meet a local motocross champion who steadily eased his way into the national top 20. He's very crazy, very serious, overflowing with talent. Tyler Deering doesn't even know the meaning of the word fear. I'm serious. Stick around. Just up the street, you can find a motorcycle shop that also headquarters Two Dudes Racing. One of the dudes is Tyler Deering. He's been kicking up dirt around here for the last year and a half, and he's taken to racing like a fish to water. Meet Tyler Deering, half of the Two Dudes Racing team and currently ranked 15th in the nation by the National Motorcycle Association. He's won over 60 races in the past year and a half. Last year alone, he won the Central Texas Yamaha Series and the North Texas Night Series. He's picked up a few good sponsors along the way like Cobra, Vans, Bridgestone, No Fear, just to name a few. After over 40 wrecks and 3 blown motorcycles, Tyler is still unscathed, not one mark on him. Meet Tyler Deering. Oh yeah, he's only 8 years old.
My name is Tyler Deering. I'm 8 years old and I ride for Two Dudes Racing. I ride a Cobra 50cc dirt bike. I go to Middle Elementary in Arlington. Now I can show you what I can do.
Tyler's racing partner in Two Dudes Racing is his 4-year-old brother, who also races at Village Creek Motocross Park in Kennedale. The stuff is a blast to watch. These kids know how to power their bikes around the course and get some nasty, incredible air. Tyler has jumped over 80 feet on his 50cc bike. Wow. Even with the racing thrown in, he's still a straight-A student in Arlington. Make it out to Village Creek Motocross Park and cheer on Tyler and the Two Dudes Racing team.
My friends think it's real cool.
8 years old, can you believe that? And when I say he's overflowing with talent, it flows to his brother, who is only 4, just started his racing career. Wild. Up next, it's me against the wall as I get some hands-on experience at Dino Rock in Arlington. Who wants to make some noise on Xtreme Motion? We're giving that opportunity to local unsigned bands and musicians. We're on the hunt for CDs or DAT tapes that we can use for various segments of the show. We'll even use video footage if you have any. Hip-hop, punk, metal, we'll listen to and view anything, but only a select few will make the cut. Send your stuff to, you know the address, it's on your screen right now. If your sound is featured on Xtreme Motion, we'll give you name credit and we'll pass along any website info. Bring the noise. What's up? We're back with Xtreme Motion, and today we're hanging out in Arlington at Dino Rock. Guess what? Today I'm gonna own this wall. But first, I have to get a quick safety lesson from the owner, Philip Zapar, so the floor doesn't own me. How you doing? This is Philip Zapar, the owner of Dino Rock. So, how long have you been doing this? How long has Dino Rock been here?
We'll have our 7-year anniversary coming up in October.
We're here on a weekday, but what are your weekends like?
Well, it really can go from one extreme to the other. This is our slowest time of the year, so we could have, 30, 40 people here on one weekend, or one day, I should say. And then our busier time of the year on a weekend, we could have 150, 200 people.
So, what made you come up with this idea where you wanted to create Dino Rock?
Well, it kind of started out, a couple friends and I wanted a place to train. We got into climbing and wanted a place to train, so we kind of got a little carried away. Or I should say I got a little carried away.
Well, I gotta say, it's pretty nice in here. I see all these tags on lever, or on these handholds and footholds. Can you give me an explanation what those are about?
Those mark specific paths. So the normal person that comes in here, once they've gotten to the top a couple times, we've marked paths for them to go up. So there's little plaques that will tell you, describe how to start it, like, green holds, yellow tags, and then it gives a rating system. And what you want to do is you use only the holds with those tags to get to the top. And what we've done there is we've set specific moves to teach you different moves all the way up. Or we've also, sometimes we'll copy routes from outside. Actual stuff we've climbed outside, we'll draw those up and bring them in here and copy them so people can work on those. So when they go outside, they can actually climb that.
And I see some extra holes. So do you move handholds occasionally?
We move them around all the time. We take them down, clean them, move them around. So just when you think you got it, we change it up on you, make it a little bit harder.
A big old jigsaw puzzle, huh?
Exactly.
Well, before I get up there, I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing. And so can you give me a few safety tips?
Yes, we'll run you through a safety class. You should find all the ropes strapped to the floor, also on a carabiner. It has no lock on it, so what you can do is push and then move both ends. This is to keep you anchored to the ground so your partner doesn't yank you up. You're going to hook that into the loop in front of you. Next, you want to make sure your ropes aren't crossed over themselves up at the top. Josh is going to hook into the end closest to the wall. It has a knot with a loop below it. It's a figure-8 knot. It's the standard knot that we use. You're going to hook into this device. This is our belay device. You're going to clip in here, make sure the black lever is on the left. Next 2 steps, most important, double check equipment. When you're going up the wall, when you're climbing or he's climbing, whoever's climbing, always keep the safety rope between your arms at all times. You want to make sure you don't reach over the top of the rope to grab a hold, because even by just putting your hand over the top of the rope, if you fall, it's going to spin you around. You could hit your head on the wall or the holds. So keep the rope between your arms at all times, okay? So now I'm going to show you how to get Josh.
Wait, back to this falling stuff.
Okay.
Now, what are the chances? Do people really fall a lot when they're learning, or?
No. Well, I mean, you're on a rope, so you want to push yourself till you fall. And it should only be a couple inches with this device. Because the way this works is once you pull the rope through this device, anytime weight's applied, if Josh slips and falls or he wants to sit back, he's only going to fall the amount of slack that you have not pulled through here. So as long as you're paying attention to him, he should only fall a couple inches.
I'm all about the new experiences. So this ought to be fun. I wouldn't even tell you which wall it is, but we're going for the top. cool, man. So we're talking to Josh Haynes, who is one of the managers here at Dino Rock. Josh, how long have you been climbing?
I've actually only been climbing for a year.
A year?
Yeah.
And you got me on the wall, man? Oh,
Well.
That's cool. You've been having me safe so far. So, like, how did you get involved?
Just a friend of mine climbed a few times, brought me out here. First place I actually ever climbed was here at Dino Rock. Just one time. I was living in Colorado at the time, so I went back up there, started hitting it up there, moved back here. Been hooked ever since.
So you were like actually climbing mountains for real?
Yeah.
So since you climbed Dino Rock and you've actually climbed actual mountains, is there really a big difference?
The main difference is in a gym, you have your holds, you know, pretty much you can see them. Outdoors, you got to kind of find them sometimes, search around, figure out the best way to hold them, that kind of stuff.
Have you ever had to catch anybody in mid-fall?
Oh yeah, plenty of times. I mean, that's just part of climbing, you're gonna fall. If you're not falling, you're not improving. For rock climbing shoes, you don't want them to be heavy, you want them to be light as possible, you want them to fit your foot like a glove, so your foot doesn't move around.
Yeah, dude, yours are like, what, size 2?
Yeah, they're about 2 sizes too small, or actually, and my toes crimp up in there, so my foot won't roll around, and you can really get more pressure off your toes if they're like that, whereas if they're straight, they'll kind of flatten out a little bit.
All right, we know that it's some serious abuse to the hands. What other muscle groups are getting worked?
You actually end up using all your muscle groups, anything from ab muscles to legs, because you want to use your legs to kind of push yourself up the wall more than pull yourself. Using your forearms a lot, your finger muscles, biceps, pretty much everything.
So Josh, man, appreciate you talking to us at Xtreme Motion. So everybody hang out and check out this climbing action we've got going on. Wow, I admit it. I never thought I would enjoy anything that much. That was awesome. I want to say thanks to Phil and Josh for having the patience to give me that quick safety lesson and also helping me take another to-do off my list. We'll be back in just a minute with more Xtreme Motion. That's it for Xtreme Motion. We had a grand time this week. We hope you enjoyed yourself at home. We want to say thanks to Fast Forward. We want to say thanks to Two Dudes Racing. And I also want to give a special shout out to my fellas out at Dino Rock. That was great, fellas. We hope to see you next week as we take on another wild adventure. I'm your host, Rance Adams. This is Xtreme Motion. We know you want to be down with Xtreme Motion, so we're giving you the opportunity to get crazy for the show. If you have footage of yourself getting your wild on or doing something related to extreme sports, drop it on us. It could be skating, mountain biking, rock climbing, whatever. Send your tape to Xtreme Motion, 5233 Bridge Street, Fort Worth, Texas, 76103. If you deserve a response, make sure you include contact information. Name, address, and a home phone number. We'll look at anything on high 8mm, VHS, and digital camera. If you're under 18, you'll need written permission from your folks. Here's the kicker. If we use your stuff, we'll hook you up with free swag like passes to some of DFW's most slamming skate parks or other cool stuff. Also, no safety gear, you got no chance. Send your tapes in now to Two Dudes Racing and meet local motocross champion Tyler Deering, who's eased his way up into the top 20 in the national polls. All right, hold on.
Oh man, 3rd grade and doing all this crazy stuff?
Yeah,
What do your friends think about you doing this?
cool.
Did you like jump over any walls, like 3-foot walls when you were starting?
I don't even think I jump over 3-foot walls now.
Come on, I thought all the pros did that.
All right, look at me, and that's what we want you to say. Go.
Anyway, we hope you guys will be back with us next week for the adventure. And this fly is in my face.
I'm like dizzy.
And he's also taking racing like a fish out of water. Fish to water? Oh, is that? That's what I wrote too. We hope you'll be around next week for the adventure. Man, I was doing it. I'm like, I know this fly is just right here in my grill. I must got bad breath or something. All right, we're gonna nail this one.